New video, and today I'm going to be going over the road trip event. Now, as you can see guys, I've reached my way back, well not back, but I've reached my way to power level 60, and I'm just going to be going over a few new things that are happening with this event that you might have already seen, but you know, just to have a little look at it, or maybe things that they missed. I can go over and thoroughly and explain to you guys. I know I haven't been updating much recently since Blockbuster Part 3, the leaks really, so I haven't really been uploading for quite a few weeks, and I'm sorry about that guys, but I'm back to uploading, and I'm here to directly give you some good information for the channel. And I know guys that I haven't really been involved in the comments much, and I know that the channel isn't so big, but please guys, hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications, and also share the video to all your social medias, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, I think you can, I'm not sure, email, whatever, I don't know, ancient stuff, but please guys, I really hope that I can get this channel to grow a little bit more. But I'm going to be going over a few things and announcing a giveaway at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. I know we've only got one viewer right now, but hopefully some more people will join in soon. Anyway, we will be getting the limited edition deluxe pack, but this will be coming in another video around Saturday, Sunday time, so getting those then, UK time as usual guys, so make sure you get your UK GMT clocks up and running if you're in Americas or rest of the world. But we're going to talk about this stuff in the item shop. Now the item shop is going to be changing tomorrow, but I'll be going over the stuff at dinner right now. Now the event items are pretty decent, not the best in the world, but also not the worst. And we were expecting flux and, like, you know, the stacks of flux in the perk ups and the re-perks to get our weapons up, but right now that hasn't been really well, it wasn't released this event, and in the weekly we've just got the usual doodah. We got a siege, I bought one of those just to see the rolls, recycled it instantly, didn't enjoy the rolls. I got myself another floor launcher, needed to get myself one of those because I previously collection booked the other one, and I haven't seemed to have been able to get another one since. Legendary flux, I can't brag enough, get as many legendary flux as you can. I'm going to be grinding off today when I do a mission with you guys later. That is just going to, you just need that stuff guys, because you get 50 now and 50 in the next next week, which is tomorrow. You get 100, you can go into your collection book and you can literally just get any weapon you want out of the collection book. Also, you're gonna need the armory slots if you're low on storage and space. The survivors, get those as well. I'm going for legendary survivors right now. As you can see, I did purchase the legendary survivor because I've got pretty much full slots, and I can show you those soon. That's why I'm level 60. Materials for up-evolving weapons, get exactly what you need guys. That is also a very good item to get your hands on. Epic flux if you're going for the epics, rare flux if you're going for the rares, maybe those newbie missions you get when you first start the game. We've also got the Forza Grizzly and the Pathfinder chests. Just you get those if you want to. That I'm not going to say you have to get them. Now the Ranger and the Jackal, now they are pretty decent weapons, but I do not recommend purchasing them for 1,680 gold. You have a better chance of just grabbing them straight from a llama and probably collection booking it, because they aren't the best weapons in the world, but they're pretty good nonetheless. Swordmaster Ken, get him. He is a very good mythic hero. For some reason he hasn't loaded, but get him. Get this Walloper, but there's no rush to get it because it's here the entire event. It is a very unique weapon with its jump attack, and it is very good. War Launcher if you're needing a pretty decent legendary trap for trolling, well, not really trolling, more as in like just recycle spawning the troops on cliff sides, or little return bases, you know, the infinite loops with the floor launchers and the wall launchers. Get those, that'd be really awesome as well, with maybe some wall dynamos and other things. If you could pull out the collection book, that'd be great. Now going over to the we'll go into the collection book side of things for now. The new heroes, they are unique. I've got myself a Wild Fragment Deadeye up to power level 82, and he is amazing. I can't brag about it enough. He's probably one of my favourite Outlanders ever released. He has obviously the double loot, the loot llama. He's got Teddy, but the unique thing about this guy, starts off with 3 charge fragments, increases duration of Teddy. He's also got phase shift, but it's pretty much on an infinite loop, so it's like you get a stack of 3, and he can use them pretty much 1 second after each other, and it's a 5-second charge between each one. Now, the Teddy buffs that you can see on screen are amazing, guys. I can't brag about it enough. Try get those road trip llamas, try to get yourself a Wild Fragment Deadeye, try to do your quest line in Challenge the Horde to get a guaranteed Deadeye. I can't brag about it enough. He is a very good hero. I mean, if you get doubles, one can go in the collection book, one can stay out. Phase shifted, as I said, and double down. 50% chance to find additional charge fragments. So you can grab 2 charge fragments from one of the fragment machines, and that will give you double and the reduced recharge time with Teddy. Just really makes this guy a unique hero, and Teddy does pack so much punch. In some cases, I've gone into missions. I went in with an 82 snowball launcher in power level 70 missions and soloed them by spamming Teddies, obviously with a trap base and using hover turrets, but not wasting any ammo or any other weapons, which is really, really good. Explosive Assassin Ken, I'm not a massive fan of this ninja. If you guys want a bit more on the preview, just head on and pause the video and read the roles on that. We've also got First Shot Rio, pretty decent, just not the best thing in the world. And Vince Check Penny, if you want to check the roles on her, you can just pause the video and have a look at them, or go through them just yourself on yours game. So the flintlock weapons, these are some quite a unique bunch, but not the best or the worst in the world. Flintlock pistol, the duelist, is a pretty good weapon that uses sniper ammo, in fact, which it's very unique for a pistol, and we haven't seen many guns recently with the sniper ammo as main ammo. It's usually been light bullets. That's pretty much it, light bullets and medium bullets. So sniper bullets in a pistol is really good, and this thing has pretty good fire rate for the for a pistol that uses sniper ammo. It is a revolver, but it does pack a big punch just in a short range, which is kind of unique for sniper bullets because usually they travel further. But it is a very good weapon overall, and I do recommend it. If you do get it, of course, just upgrade it and see if you enjoy it or not. I do not like the Dragoon at all. It's the Thunderbolt reskin, and I cannot stand weapons that are only used for sweeping in 1 tile radiuses and do barely any damage and just a shit ton of knockback. I mean, if you want to do trap tunnels and you want to use a gun that's just going to knock them all back into your traps, and use it, but in my personal opinion, there's no point. If you're going to use that thing, you're going to go double reload speed and probably double impact if you can. Sir Hootie, it's really small for some reason on my screen. I don't really like the weapon. I'm not really going to go into much detail about it. It's just a melee weapon, to be fair. Old Betsy, now this weapon's pretty good. It's like the hunting rifle from Save the World. Not Save the World, sorry, Battle Royale, guys. But it's got the reload speed starting off will be much slower. Get the double reload speed on there, get the double damage, get element of choice, energy, physical, fire, nature, or water, whatever you choose, guys. But you should get this gun. I do enjoy using it. I've got mine to 82 for my Challenge the Horde missions, and it is really good, and it does one-shot a lot of things. I will show you mine very shortly. And the fishing hook, I haven't got my hand on one of these yet, so I can't give a personal review on it, but it does seem to be a pretty neat melee weapon overall. If you guys can allow me to get some hands on with this weapon, I could give a more thorough review on it. So yeah, anyway, moving on to the schematic page. As you can tell, I have recycled loads and loads of gold schematics and recycled a bunch of purple schematics. this is the main reason for this is I was running very low on schematic XP. I ended up using a massive bunch of my schematic XP on things that I didn't really necessarily need or want, and that just led to some complications. Then I collection booked them, and it was kind of bad on my end, and I don't want to just pull them out for God's sake and just, you know, use them for that. Pull them out and use them for no reason, or just recycle them. So it's just be a waste of V-Bucks, and also just a waste of the grind, really. So I'll leave them in there for the XP boost, plus I don't want to lose my reward in my collection book. So I do have the 106 quad, trying to get this one up to all purple. I've got the 106 Siegebreaker with full legendary rolls, finally. 106 Super Shredder, almost there, just touching off on base. 106 Tiger, all blue. I haven't really been using this gun as much anymore. I do really need to get myself another obsidian weapon that I could use for a main weapon, because I do not like draining all my shadow on weapons, and I do trade some every now and then, and trading away my shadow with players and friends is just it's not a wise choice. Now this whole BSC is very unique itself. Just turn up my volume, guys, give me a sec. It's got double reload speed, it's got physical plus 32% damage and two 90% crits. It's also got affliction. This gun, you do not really need damage to afflicted targets, because it doesn't usually take a double shot to kill an enemy, but the stats are pretty good on the weapon, but the double reload speed definitely cuts out for this gun. If you can double legendary roll this reload speed plus with a hero, like the carbide with the reload perk, then this thing is going to be charging faster than a super shredder on god rolls double reload speed. Honestly, this thing is insane when it comes to reload speed once you've got double rolls back to back on this weapon, and it is basically just boof 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 boof, constantly packing a punch, and it is just one-shotting all sorts of things. It does use sniper ammo, obviously, as a sniper rifle. But yeah, I haven't given a review on the Bobcat on the links. The Bobcat, pretty decent weapon. I got up to 106 Obsidian, but I do not see myself using this weapon. The reason for that is, I know it's got massive DPS for an Obsidian weapon. I don't like it. It doesn't actually fire, well, it fires really fast, it just doesn't fire the way I want it to. I prefer using weapons like the Siegebreaker, the Gravedigger, the Nocturner, assault rifles. I don't like using things like the drum roll, the Bobcat, SMGs, LMGs, those subcategories of weapons. I prefer using assault rifles, shotguns, and launchers. They are my main three weapons I enjoy using. Not so much scoped ARs, but just regular ARs. That is why I concentrate so much on grinding out for my siege. Excuse me, guys. This is my main go-to weapon. That is why I got it to God Rolls the first weapon, because it is, in my opinion, the easiest to control, packs a massive punch, as you can tell with that DPS. It's overall, it's just an amazing all-range gun. I know it's not a long-range weapon, which is not really necessary for me, because I am mainly defending the base with close quarters, and with that headshot elimination causing exposure damage to 0.5 tiles, when I'm getting them swarms of minis and I'm shooting them in the head, it clears out the entire swarm, just as good as using like a snowball launcher, or and just mainly a snowball launcher or an Easter egg launcher, because they deal damage in small ranges, but it does get rid of them swarms. But then also it packs a massive punch on the mist monsters and bosses, which is why I put that roll on there in the first place. I know, guys, if we go ahead and have a look at the perks on here, we could change this over to these ones, but it doesn't really do that much of a difference. These ones here, I wouldn't change for the world, because this is just the perfect roll setup. And now this gun came with the worst rolls in the world, with crit rating, something else, damage to stun to knock down targets. It came with water element, and I think it came with durability. So this thing started off really bad, and I did upgrade it, and I have collected a few sieges over the past few weeks, and they have had better standard rolls. But because this gun has been so upgraded, and I've paid so much time and attention to this gun, I have not really given it much time to think about the other weapons I could have upgraded. Excuse me, guys, I got a bit of a cold. The thing is, if Fortnite release their new update, and at some point with the perk recon calculator, just redo it a little bit and allow players to change the passive gene, that's how I like to call it, but the old, see where it says no alterations options available to modify. If you could change these to damage to afflicted targets, damage to stun and knock down enemies, etc., or maybe just change it to another perk as like a little extra, that would make the game even more unique, and it would make weapons a lot easier to craft into your favorite. Maybe it could cost 2,500 reperk because it is quite a big scene on the weapon, or 2,000 reperk because I know a lot of people would definitely pay that much for the weapon to get perfect rolls on a weapon that they want. I know for sure that I would love to have affliction or stun on this weapon because it would just make my gameplay a lot easier, especially when I'm taking out them smashers, and also those well, just pretty much miss monsters in general. Now, the one thing I do need to go over about is Challenge the Horde, and I haven't really spoken about that much, and as you can see I've got the 82 ranking that I here, but Challenge the Horde is a very unique game mode that has been released, where you can go into a game and build your own fort. Now in this, depending on what level you are, so Stonewood, Plankerton, Canny Valley and Twine Peaks, if I go to the skills page and I give you a look, you will get skill points. Now I was in Canny Valley, so I got pretty much all of the top ones for free and grinded down for all of the bottom ones, and got all of the past ones free. Now if you're in Stonewood, you probably get nodes depending on where you are, which gives you materials and building resources for your base and also in mission items. Now I get 3-star weapons and 3-star materials in power level 70 missions. If I go higher than that, I get 4-star weapons and 4-star materials, but not as much as a Twine Peaks player. So it is possible for you guys to grind legendary perk up. It's just you're gonna have to be a pretty decent level, like higher than me, because in some cases I don't go into the games because I know the players in there are over level 100 and they all are going for much higher tier missions. It's better off for you to find a group of friends that are all from mid-range levels, from down to 60 up to about 90 or 100, where you definitely know for a fact that you've got someone in there that can help you and revive you if you are down with their Twine Peak upgraded perks. Now Challenge the Horde, in my opinion, is a very good game mode, and it's very good that they brought back Bash the Horde with a few minor updates, but I can't brag about it enough. It is too long and it does take so much time, and for the reward it's just not worth it. You are better off going into a mission like Fight the Storm, and where it says epic perk up where you can get 55, and doing that on a speed run within 7 minutes, 7 to 8 minutes, literally 10 minutes tops, most likely, if you just speed run one of those. And now the Challenge the Horde can take up to half an hour, pretty much in a speed run because there are no breaks in between, and it's only gives you let's say 75 epic perk up if you're going for a mission. Yet if you grinded 3 back-to-back missions on Canny for epic perk up, you would be getting over 177, I believe, something like that. You'd be getting a way more epic perk up than you would be doing that, but you also get other rewards as well, which obviously you do get missions to, obviously if you chose them. So mainly going over the new update, I don't think I mentioned about the fact that you can now get pretty much anything from the collection book, that's just not event weapons. So you could go into your collection book, let's just put an example. You could go to constructors and get your favourite constructor and just make him, and that's what I was on about before with the legendary flux. You gather legendary flux and you can craft the heroes. Now I have a fuckload of training manuals and I don't know why I've got them because I barely use them. I think I got them from loads of llamas, but I really want Mega Base Kyle now. Not only the fact he's mythic, but the rolls on him are perfect, and I just love the way he looks. I love his design, and he's just one mythic hero that I just really want to get my hands on. I do want to end up getting my hands on all of them, but in order of what I want to obtain. The only reason I got Sylvester Ken is because it was in the shop, and I did have a bunch of gold. I had him way over the cap once I was done doing my Challenge the Horde missions. So you guys really need to pick and do well, you've got to kind of pick and choose what you want to do in this game. You want to grind for your level, you want to grind for your guns, you want to grind for your survivors. Well, that is your level, but you want to grind for your heroes, it's up to you. All round, I would recommend doing survivors. They do give you a bunch of extra offense, defense, shield, melee damage buffs, range damage buffs, etc. It gives you all sorts. If I do go ahead and shape my survivor squads, I have got matchups on pretty much everything apart from this one, because I can't get a good leader for the scouting party that has a pretty decent role on it in the first place. And so it's just a mix and match of just a random bunch of 34s that I will be upgrading after I've done all of these, because these of course give me the most XP possible as of right now, which is what I'm currently looking for. Yeah. But anyway guys, onto the giveaway that will be announced soon. I will be giving away, let's think. I've got more weapons in my storage, but will be giving away a power level 82 grave. This one right here. I'll be giving this one away to one lucky subscriber who leaves a nice comment down below, just letting me know that they've subscribed, turned on post notifications, and shared it to at least one social medias. And you'll be entered in the giveaway. Anyway guys, thanks very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Please stay tuned for next upcoming videos. Anyway, yeah, peace.